here's the beginning of the old town. Here's the jail. It's actually galvanized steel. A lot of the material I used to build this with was basically donated. I post on Facebook and asked if anybody had piles of wood of stuff that they didn't need or was getting rid of, and I went around and collected around the neighborhood here. A lot of it was free. 4x4 struts everywhere, so it's probably a lot stronger and it'll probably survive a hurricane better than the house. Alright, these are the Aracanas.
Stay inside, baby.
This is the black coloration. They are tailless. The perfect breed are tailless, and they have tufts. And we have Lefty, who's right here. He actually has a tuft on the left side. There's Diablo, and he's the meanest one we have around here. He is a son of a gun. He will eat you alive. Stay back. There is a white Aracana with double tufts, but she has a tail, so she's not the perfect bird. And then we have the jail. This here are the silver Aracanas, silver duckwing actually. This here's Twin Peaks. She is the perfect bird. No tail and double tufted. These are the roosters of the same breed. And the building itself is half of the general store. Diablo and Lefty going at it.
There you go.
These here are Russian Orloffs from Russia. I got him from a gentleman out in Missouri. Had him shipped here. And this is the other half of the general store. Sorry for the shaking. It's hard to hold these phones. I'll be hatching their eggs this year because I've had some people asking about them. I had about 10 of them at one time, but there was no interest at one point, and now people are interested again. These are called American Breese. They come from France, and they are known as the best tasting chicken in the world. In France, at a restaurant, it will cost you about $100 a plate for a half a chicken. There's a special process from the beginning of raising them to actually the food you feed them prior to, let's call it, processing them. And that's how they get the flavor. This is going to be the bank. We're still working on it. And hopefully have it done by next year. We've been working on the coop for 2.5 years. And here we have the Barber Shop. And these are mainly older chicks from last season's hatch. And let me get inside. And there are multiple different kinds of breeds. These are called gold double ace Barnevelders. These are a pair of crested cream leg bars. They will lay very bright blue eggs. There's another male and he's showing off to the female right now. See the cape on his neck? He's showing off right now. And this this is the Barber Shop. These are gold double lace Bartevelders. 2 hens and a rooster. This one here I hatched about 1.5 years ago, and I gave her to a friend of mine. And because the hen I have here, she's got a lot of gray in her, so instead of black. So I was able to borrow her for breeding purposes, and Dixie, the owner of the bird, has yet to come and take her back. This is half of the saloon. And up top, I'm actually going to be building a brothel. There'll be a second story basically, but it's just going to be a facade. This breed is called Easter Eggers. They also lay blue eggs. And there is a couple of Aracanas, not Aracanas, but Americanas. Americanas are basically a half Aracana and half other kinds of breeds, and they also lay blue eggs. This is a rooster here. And the rest are all hens. And this is the other half of the saloon. And these white poles, as you can see, the PVC pipes are actually an automated watering system. I have pressurized water out here, and they actually drink out of the nipples. These are called black copper Morans, and they lay very, very dark brown eggs. Very dark. The darker the eggs, the more you'll pay for hatching eggs or the bird itself, just for the color of the eggs.
Hallie, out.
This is the Blacksmith. And here's the feeders with the little nipples that they drink out of. Actually, it should be. Yeah, I got a leak here. That's all right. That's it. All right. So it's basically 8 runs.
Blacksmith.
This is where the automated watering system starts. I've got the pressure regulator on it, so it doesn't blast them when they peck at the nipples. And again, the side of the Blacksmith.